Hello, hello YouTube, and welcome back to another wonderful episode of Timberborn, where we're staring down pretty decently long drought, and we've got a fair bit of water stored up, so that's really good. And we've got all of this in here, and we've got all of this in here. We've fixed some of our problems down here. Of course, this is still sitting here unfinished because, well, Michigan needs some time to figure out Michigan's life, but that's fine. We did get some of this done, so that is good. We can actually come in here and start finishing up the rest of this shenaniganry, and we can start blasting this down a little bit more. Probably want to blast this down twice more, I think is what I want to do. I'm just now realizing that I missed that one right there. Didn't let them put that in, which is kind of stinky, but we can figure out a way to get them down there to get that finished. And then, yeah, so we need to put some triple dynamites in here, blast this down once. That'll put that on the level here, and then it's just a matter of dropping it down. I think we need to go down. So this will put it 6 or 5 below this. And we want to have enough to cover these guys, which I think are 4 blocks high, which is, it's actually pretty massive now that I'm thinking about it, but that's fine. So we've got a lot of blasting to get to, so that's something that we're going to work on today. We've got to take full advantage of this drought while it's here. This stuff can happen as a secondary, tertiary objective. I would like to get this finished during this drought, which should not take that long because we do have a fair amount of explosives on hand. We also have a fair amount of extract to actually get things moving, and we've got plenty of beavers, plenty of builders, plenty of workers to do all of the things for us, so we shouldn't need to focus too hard on the days day in, day out workings and machinations of the systems over here. So these guys are keeping up with the demand on everything. You can see we're doing fine on water, we're doing fine on food, we're doing fine on lumber, so that's great. And explosives, we're kind of keeping up with the demand there, so that's pretty helpful. And of course we still have a couple beavers that are floating around doing nothing right now, which is totally fine. I'm willing to accept that, and yeah, I think we're doing pretty good there. So let's go ahead. We're going to start tackling some more of this, and that means placing all of this down, and we do need to give them an access point. So we're probably just going to rip that out right here. Rip this. Nope, that one's just fine just as it is. Toss in this little path right here and give that there for them to do those things, and then we can connect all of this, and then they can actually fix that for us. So we're going to give this a priority bump so that they can come up here and get this done for us, and then that will be what their next task is. Of course, all of this is secondary, tertiary objectives for us as well. The sooner or whenever we get this done, it'll be good, but for now we can't really do anything with it. It's just going to cause all of this water to pool into here, and that's not exactly what we want quite yet. Sure, in the future it'll be nice to have this large reservoir to work with, but for now this will work. So let's go ahead and get the game going. We'll get up to 3 times speed, let the beavers rock and roll and do all the things in the free world that they normally like to do, and let's see where they get off to. So all of that's going, and I think what we can actually do is we can remove this from the lowest priority since we do have copious amounts of dirt available to us. This means that when they get this done, they should start moving to this. Or if there are any spare beavers that are floating around that aren't doing anything associated with this build back here, then they should go and start working on placing some of this dirt over here. If that happens, then great. That's awesome. We want to see that. If not, well, that's fine. We'll get to it eventually. And another thing that I need to solve here is the power problem for this, because this does require 700 horsepower to run, which is 2 engines. Like that is a lot of power draw for one mechanical pump. We don't exactly have the most robust system for power yet. We do have this unlocked, so we do have access to some form of perpetual energy, for lack of a better term. We're not taking advantage of that, and maybe that's something that we should tackle probably sooner rather than later, because this is a lot of wasted energy that we're not taking advantage of, and we could easily feed that into this system, and then we could run power down and through here somehow and get that back into here, and then we can have that go up and into here. I think that shouldn't be that hard of an ask. The problem is just getting into a position where we can actually do that. That shouldn't be that hard, honestly. And with being able to place dirt and other things on top of the overhangs, I think we should be able to very easily hide that in here. So maybe we'll tackle that today. I think we can go ahead and just go ahead and toss this bad water discharge on top of here. We should have all the materials that we need in order to get that built. We're kind of lacking in the gear workshop realm. We only have the one gear workshop. Hey, look, I'm working in there. Hey, look, it's me. So that's going to be a limfac. We do have this going in slowly, since this is one of the things that were placed relatively early on in the build. So if nobody is up here actively working on this, then they should be running lumber and metal blocks in to toss all of that on top of here. And another thing that we can look at here is putting the cap on this. So we can come over here, we can tear out all of this lumber back in here, and then we can start placing our additional overhangs to connect this, so we can start putting more power up here, as well as putting the rest of our industry on top, which would be very helpful, which means we can start tearing this stuff out and putting in more engines back in here, which would be very helpful. Now, I don't know whether or not we want to tackle that during this whole project, which is going to take some time, but it is something that we can plan for. So we might go ahead and do that. So let's go ahead, plan for that. Let's get up here, put in our stairs like so, and then we can put in a path right here. Going to need to put in a lumberjack flag right there. Mark all this for cutting, because we're not at max storage capacity yet with our lumber. We've still got another 1,000 that we could place in here. Might as well take advantage of this while it's there, and we could probably do the same thing over here. So we could just go ahead and come over and grab this lumber as well, toss the stairs in right there, and that will give us the ability to put a lumberjack flag right here, and they can have access to all of that. And we could probably do something, just have a builder come rip that one out instead of actually trying to get to it. Honestly, you know what, we could just put one right here real quick. Somebody will come over, they will eat that tree right there, and then it'll be gone, and then it won't be an issue for us, because I do feel that we are going to need to expand our power engine banks here a little bit, especially if we want to start looking into getting into bots anytime soon. So with all of this going in, engines are going to be needed. Copious amounts of engines are going to be needed, because we do need a lot of power to get a lot of the bots running. All the bots require power. So if we look in our science here, obviously the bot assembler requires 250 horsepower. Then we've got the bot part factory, which is going to be 150. I would like to have at least 3 bot factories, so that's 450 horsepower plus another 250, so that's going to be another, that's a total of 700 horsepower right there. That's just for those 4 pieces alone, that's going to be 2 engines at going at peak for a prolonged period of time. Of course, before we even start thinking about that or putting that into work, we do need to solve the entire industry behind the bot factory problem, right? So we've got metal blocks are simple. We've got that taken care of. The gears and the planks are going to be a limb fact. We've got plenty of planks floating around right now, but we've seen that our manufacturing of them can be woefully lacking, especially when we start looking at doing major builds. We have seen, or I have seen, where this dips down to the single digits, which is quite scary. We don't want to have that happen, especially when we're talking about like major builds where we're okay. Wow, they put all of this in really fast. Sweet. And that even got put in. Awesome. So that was the wrong one. I can't undo that. So that's cool. That's a cool story, bro. Okay, we need to put that staircase back in. Give that a max priority, get that done, and then we'll have them tear this out, and then we'll put in our triple dynamite right there, and then that should be good. Go ahead and give both these a max priority just so that gets accomplished, and then I think we can go ahead and blast this without any issue. Let's go. You gotta love starting a new video, a new episode with a little bit of an explosion. That's always beautiful. I love to see it. Okay, that was a little deeper than I anticipated right there. I did not realize that that was going to happen. I don't know how that happened, honestly. But that is fine. I do want to make sure that this is closed. I don't want any of this water to backfill into there somehow. All this water flowing into here, that's not exactly the best, but this was stuck on this side of this lip right here. So that wasn't going to go anywhere in the first place. So that's cool. It's not really cool, but it's where we're at right now. Okay, so they did get that in pretty quickly. We can go ahead and blast that out. And then now the question is, I think we leave that in. Let's pause the game for a second. I don't want to waste any of our drought here. So we'll get this in. That'll be there. We'll toss that right there, and then we will go down like this, and then that will let us put in our stairs right here and there, and we can put our path right there, path all the way back here, and then path all the way back here. And now we need additional triple dynamite, and that can go in right here. I realized that I made that one little bump out there unnecessarily. So that's not cool, bro, but that's fine. And I think what we need to do is actually not do this, because I want to move this in over one. That's going to have to happen after this side empties out, potentially. Or we could just actually fill that in now. There's no reason not to. So that was... I can't actually, because if I want to put a sluice gate right here, I can't place it that way. So yeah, that is going to have to wait. That's fine. And that's already one deep right there. So we can just put in a double right there like such as. And that is great. Now we can also come in here and rip out all of this stuff right here. Not that stuff in the back. And then if we wanted to, we can just crawl up on top of that right there with a staircase like that. And that should give them access to all of that. We do need to go ahead and drop this like so. And then go ahead and grab this triple and place that right there. And that'll put that on the same level as all of that. Now, I would like to encase this somehow. Now, I don't know if I want to do that in dirt or if I want to do that in levees. I think the answer is levees, so we don't have... I don't know, actually. Levees don't necessarily stop the propagation or the spread of poo water irrigation, right? So that's not quite helpful. Let's go ahead and give that all a bump. Give all of this a bump. Give me all of that. So that is in like that. That's what we want to see. And then, so I want to tear this out here too. And get this changed over to floodgates, right? And also expand this. I want this to be 5. And I want floodgates on top of here. But I also want to move that forward. again, I don't want to drop that quite yet. Did I not give that a priority? I did not hit that one. But there we go. Now they should be able to get that all accomplished. How is Michigan coming along? It's coming along nicely. You got to love to see that. And let's see. How else are we doing? This is all in. That is good. We can give this a priority bump since that's just literally one beaver coming over and tossing one thing in real quick. We can give that a priority bump as well. And that should get that rectified. All of this is still lower on the priority totem pole. So that is fine. This is all in though, so that's pretty nice. So that means we can actually... maybe we can blast this. That will help speed things up on this end. And this will drain out a little bit faster into here. The audio was not working there for a second. That was interesting. I haven't had that audio bug happen before. Neat. Okay, that's all in. That's fine. This side should start flowing into here just a little bit to backfill everything that just got blown out. So that is good. That is what we want to see. All of this is emptying into here. Let's go ahead and open that. And so all of that water can flow into this side. And honestly, I don't know. Yeah, it shouldn't be a problem if we do that. Of course, if I rip this out, then I lose their pathway across, but we can fix that with other systems via other means. Maybe we do that. Yeah, maybe we do that. All right, so how do we want to... little suspension bridge? You know, everybody loves a good suspension bridge. All right, so let's go that one. Let's not put it there. Put this right here. Then we do that right there. And then we do a double on the other side. Oh, that's lower. That is lower, and that stinks. Okay, so you don't go there. Boo. Okay, so you go right here then. So that is a 3, and then we do a 2. So you don't need to be put in. We put this in right here. Bada bing, bada boom. That goes right there. Science is back in the positive, so that's great to see. We can give this a priority bump because I would like to see that actually accomplished now-ish, so we can start tearing this out. That is below now, so that is good to see. And that means that we can come in here. They're already putting all of that dynamite in, so that is brilliant to see. We are running out of dirt again. So we do also have 5 beavers sat around with nothing to do with their thumbs, so they're twiddling their thumbs. That's not what we want to see them doing. Nay! Sweet. That is all going in. I should be able to place all of this. I should pause this so they don't build that and put themselves in a precarious situation. So all that dirt when they do have it available. So how do we... oh, we have a stranded beaver. How? Why? Ow. Okay. Okay. Well, there we go. Good job, dude. Who's stuck? Who are you? Sham Cat. What on earth would you say you do here? Other than cause additional consternation for the rest of the colony here, my guy. Now you're not stranded. You can leave. Good job. You done did it. You got out. My goodness, this is why we can't have nice things. It's okay. We rectified it. Now we should be able to rip this path. Go ahead and just rip the path from here. And that means that we can now go ahead and rip this out like that. And then we can move that in a little bit. So that means doing 1 at 5. And now we can put levees on top here. And then I wanted levees right here. And then wanted floodgates on top of that, like so. Now I need to give them a way to actually build that. So that means coming in this way and then placing that like that. And then we can grab this and then we can reconnect all that. There we go. That is where we want that to be. And then we can also... Is that really what we want it to do? I feel like I'm missing something here because... So this is 5 wide, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But it's 6. It's technically 6. Because of the nub. The nub is going to cause us a problem. And I'm just now realizing that. We're gonna have to blast down 1 wider than I want to, but it's going to be necessary. That's fine. We can do that once we get everything down to the right height, and then we don't have to worry about climbing down into the depths. We can actually do that from the side without any issues, so that shouldn't be a problem. Let's go ahead and lay that in, give that the priority to match the rest of the stuff that's happening back here. They are working on all that, so that is good to see. And we have 7 beavers doing nothing with their hands. That's fine. We've got our dirt going again, so that is good. We still have 412 dirt running. So this is, oh my goodness. That is not good. Okay, well that's a problem. That's a pretty big problem. Oh. They have... Alright, let that water in. That should fill that in. And then that should fill that in. And then that should fill this side in, hopefully. I don't know if there's enough water back here to actually do that. We will see. We shall see. Good thing I looked over here. That would have stunk if we lost all of these mangroves and all these coffee bushes. Thankfully, all of this is still green because we've got this irrigation system going over here. So that's actually saving some of our materials, but all of this is... That's not good. You don't like to see that. Don't know if we're actually going to be able to fill all this in. It is filling in. So that's good. Which means we should be seeing it reach that height here hopefully soon. So I just need a little bit of water in there. This is half full. That side is empty and emptying. Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah, I definitely need some sort of system for when this side gets too low. I can actually turn this side on. Okay, so maybe... Well, I need to run power over here anyway. So that is... I haven't touched that. Power. How do we do power through here? Short answer is put in a series of large water wheels in here. So 1, 2, and then the thing is I'm not gonna be able to do anything until down here. That's annoying. We can come in here and probably do some terraforming. Terraforming might be the answer. We just have it, we cut through here and we have a straight line, and then it gives us power. And then when in the future, when we do want to start building our mega water wheel tower type deal, we can do that. Maybe that's the answer. We cut through here. If game, come on, don't fight me. I think that might work. We're going to need it this wide, so 6 wide at least, so we can get the double wheels in. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, so that's gonna be a lot of dynamite though, and we're not quite there in the stores of dynamite. And this is the priority, which is not complete yet. Waiting on that one final piece right there to go in. Everything else is in, so that is good to see. That is not gone in because that was not a priority, and now it is. So that should get accomplished here shortly. We have so many beavers injured right now. We are injuring so many beavers, but this is getting done. That dried out really, yeah, that's not good. That's not what we wanted to see. Oof. At least this is all going in, so that's helpful, I guess. So at the end of this drought, we'll have copious amounts of water storage available to us. We could probably cut this corner out a little bit, make things a little nicer, and they'll have access to this somehow. I need to give them access to that somehow. Which means doing something. I don't know how I want to actually do that. That goes boom. This goes boom. Let's just go ahead and we'll give them that staircase right here. That gives them access to this, all of that, that portion right there. We can go ahead and rip that out. Put that in, that gives them access to all of that. And then we could do something similar here. Then single here. Stairs up. I don't know. Here, we'll do that, and then they should be able to reach all of that. It's a little waste of lumber, but I think we're doing fine on all of that, so I'm not too concerned with any of that. And we can go ahead and toss all of that in right there. Call this, well, I think I want singles there, honestly. And boom, and triples here. So that will work. This being dehydrated is kind of stinky, but we've got all of our irrigation ponds keeping it from expiring a little too soon. This side did get filled in, so that is good to see. We've got TK in here. Shout out to TK, doing TK things, doing fantastic TK things. So that means that that's getting some help, a little bit of help anyway. So that's pretty Gucci. Okay, let's see here. Those stairs should go in, so TK should have something to do here shortly. All of the explosives are in, so that is brilliant to see. So we can go ahead and blast all of this down. One more step, and then we can blast this one out. And then now we need to go down a little bit more. Right? So if I were to, let's pause it real quick. If I were to put this right here, so that goes, so imagine this is where the power wheel is. And then, yep, so we need the nub. We need a place for the nub. So it's gonna, I think the easiest way is to put the nub in on this side. And so all the power gets fed out this way and through this, this gap that we're going to create in the future, and also fed into this too. So we can run power down through here and out this way, down through here and over here. And then that will connect all of our major hubs. But then on top of that, is this deep enough for us to put something on top of it? I think the answer is no, because I want this line to be... Okay, so... Sorry, my camera work is really shoddy, guys. Hold up. Let's do this. So that is the level. So I need this to go down 2 more. So I want this to be 1 under this. So we'll have our dirt on top of here, or on top of the platform right here, right? So we'll have an overhang right here. Maybe we blast this down and put the overhang in now. Maybe that's what we do. Hold up. So let's do that. Let's blast this down. We'll put the overhang in. Then that will give us a good measure for what we want it to do. All right, so let's give that a max priority. Let's get this done there. Rip this out because that was just a measuring stick, and then we can pull this back up, and yeah, then we can put our yeah. I like it. This is what we wanted to happen. This is I feel like yeah, we're gonna have to blast down to the point where we can actually put the overhangs in too, aren't we? Yeah, that's gonna be an issue. Those stairs haven't been put in yet, so who is this again? Zerzex hasn't been able to actually do the thing that they needs to do, so that's kind of annoying, but that's fine. Additionally, we did want to keep working our way down here and continue blasting all of this down so we can start getting that moving. And I believe we said we needed it 2 more down. So we can go ahead and preemptively blast that. Preemptively blast that. Give me this. That reaches all the way across as intended. Brilliant, brilliant. That goes like that. This goes like boom. And then we do this here. And then we need to put in our impermeable flooring here. I think that's the answer. Now, if I wanted to go 1 deeper and put a layer of dirt on top of that, then that might be the better answer. I'm not sure yet. I'm realizing now that I've also caused another problem for me in the... Well, no. I think we're fine. I do need to rip out this impermeable floor right here and then tell them to put in our levees and our sluice gates here again. And then that's levees on top of here. I don't think 6 are necessary, but it's fine. We'll do the 5 here that we originally planned, and then we'll toss in our levee here, and then we can just put in some dirt here just to clean it up a little bit, maybe. All right, and then we need to give this a priority. That should have incorporated all of the additional stuffs in there, and then we need to give this a priority too. Otherwise, Michigan's going to take all of the priority work for us. So that puts us at 1, 2, 3 deep. And we said that this is going to be more than that. So that puts us there. Let's pause the game again. So we need to go 2 more deep. Just call it 3 and call it good there. I also need to blast this side out sooner rather than later, because we're about to cause a major issue if we get a bad tide next. Yep. Okay. Yeah, we need to do that. So let's do this side here. This is absolute max priority. And then we'll go ahead and tack in our... I think we just... Let's go with triples. It's probably excessive, but it's also going to save us from dealing with any additional problems. You don't need to be there right now. And then we'll toss in the triple in that spot that you're in just there. I want to increase the work hours because now I'm very afraid of what I've just caused work-wise for our guys. Which is not the best. That is going in really quickly because all this material is on hand, so that's pretty nice to see. They're able to get in there and get that knocked. Jeez, we have 46 injured beavers. My goodness. You guys are just eating through my beavers. What on earth are you guys doing? Look at all these beavers. They're all just out. There's so much out, it's not even funny. Oh my goodness. That is absolutely ridiculous. Okay, I also need to have them have access to get down to another level. So we'll blast that out. We will come down here, do something like this. Need stairs, stairs. That doesn't go there. You need to go there and there. Boom, boom. That, and then we need triple dynamite on this end as well. I'm realizing I missed a spot, so that's not good. We need to give them a way down there. All right, we're going to pause here again. Always a good idea to pause when things are not moving the way you anticipate them. So let's go ahead and fix this side. We'll come in like that, like that. That's not going to help either. So stairs here, I guess. Stairs there. And that puts them able to access that. We need to get the stairs in on this side and right there. Give them a path there. There we go. Just connect that all in real quick. And then we need to put doubles. No, we need to put singles right here. And then triples right here. Then doubles right here. And that all is a max priority. And all of this is a medium priority. I kind of want to make this a max priority, because that's how we're going to get our clean water around and into this system, which is an absolute requirement. Okay. 2 people with nothing to do within range. You guys are both paused. Thank you, Zerzex. Thank you for your patronage. I appreciate your time and efforts. We still have so many beavers that are injured. That we were eating through them left and right. No, TK! My buddy! TK! TK! You will be missed. You will be missed. Thank you for all your service. You absolute legend. You absolute legend. You. I don't think we're... Well, we're going to have a problem with water because it's all just going to go in and fill into here and do all the things in there. And I need to give them access to get down into here. So we need to figure that out quick. And then I should be able to place stuff on top of this stuff, which is true. So we can put that in like that and that and that. And that should go on top of all the things. We can give that a priority as well. And then that means they get access to all of that stuff. So that would be quite helpful. They can finish building all of that. That'll be great. And then I do need to give this a priority. I think we'll drop the priority on the explosives over here a little bit. I know I just made them a medium priority, but I feel like the diversion problem is the higher, or is the closest shark or alligator to the boat, if you will. We got to take care of that guy, otherwise we're going to cause a major problem with our entire water system. I think. Wait, all of that went in. That went in pretty quickly. That's brilliant. That's what we wanted to see. All right. And then we need to, once this gets down low enough, we also need to come in here and blast this out, blast this line out, and do the same thing, and then rebuild everything to the point where we can save all this water. Now, when it's a bad tide, we should be able to just very simply put in, or just block this stuff off, and it'll just fill in and then overcap like right here. So I don't think we're going to have an issue there. Now, when it's good water, it's going to come in and then it's going to fill in this reservoir here and then go this way. So it'll take a little bit of time, but it will get accomplished, or will get finished in some way or fashion, which it's not the best, but I don't think that it's going to cause any major issues for our guys. I think. At least I hope. This is all going in. Can I put in anything here to help them move stuff a little bit quicker? Metal blocks. Let's get these guys over here to obtain some. Maybe they'll help out with some of this stuff that they're working on. Get some of the haulers to do hauling things, which is always helpful. This stuff is still drying out, but we still have another 10 days for all of that. And this stuff is irrigated now, so that is good to see. All of the dirt is almost done. Michigan's almost done, guys. That is brilliant. You'll love to see that. We have 172 pieces of dirt available to us, and then we've got only, what, 10 or 20 more pieces to place. So we're not quite there yet on the dirt to finish Michigan, but it's almost there. It's almost there, and that's all that matters. We have so many thirsty and hungry beavers floating around, though. But they need to work. Sorry, guys. I am being the dictator today. That means things need to get accomplished. Which means you guys don't get to enjoy much time off. All right? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But we need to fix all of the problems that I've created for you. It's fine. It's fine. This is going in nicely, though. They are slowly but surely putting stuff in. Go ahead and just toss that right there. And probably that's fine. That's fine. They don't have access to any of that. They did put that in, though, so we can blow that out. We can do the same there. All of this is in except for that one piece right there, but that can be rectified by doing something like that. And they should be able to come in here and place all of the rest of that and just finish that up real quickly. That's in. Do I blast that out? I think the answer is yes. So we'll hold off on that. This is going in, so that's cool. The moment I blast that, though, they're going to lose access to any and all of that. so that's not going to be very helpful, and we're going to have to blast that and then put in a floodgate like really quickly thereafter, which is not a bad thing, honestly. Get this some stairs to work down. I don't think that they can work off the side of stairs, so maybe that's not the answer. Let's go ahead and just tear this out. I know this is ridiculous, a bridge to nowhere, but a bridge to nowhere is always fun. So let's do a bridge to nowhere. There. They can do that real quick. And they can just build off the side and then... yeah. That'll be good. That is all in. That is all good. And we can blast this now. Then we need to have them come in here and put in their triples like such as and so. Give this a priority bump. And then that is all in. That is all brilliant. I'm realizing that I need to... Well, we're going to fill all of this in. So that will be filled in with something in the near future. But I also want to prevent the flood of water off the back end here. So that means getting into here, doing something like this. Blasting that down too. Right? Yes. Give that a max priority. Like that. They should be able to have access to that. I think I put dirt there and then I had them put a levee on top of it. So I'm basically undoing everything that I told them to do. But it's okay. Everything's fine. You know, everything's okay. We still have 21 injured beavers, but we do have beavers that are no longer hurting anymore, so that's helpful. We can go ahead and blast this. We can now tack this on right here. And then we can... I think we want to do dirt here. In preparation for future stuffs. I think that's the answer. And we just turned the dirt machines back on, so we could probably give this a priority. And did I put that the right priority? I did not, but now it is the right priority, so that is good. This is good, so we can explode this stuff. Go ahead and explode that. I need to get down here and clean some of that stuff up, but that is fine. We can now hit this, and now we need to get them into here and prepare for the next cycle. How are we doing explosives wise? We're doing fine. We're doing just fine on extract as well. So that is Gucci. I love to see it. Now we can... Is that the same depth? Let's check. So that is... Is that going to put it one deeper than that? I think it is. I'm also realizing I'm causing another problem for stuff. Put this on a lower priority. I need to know what the next natural disaster is. They can finish putting in this overhang. That's fine. But I need to have a way for the bad water to escape some way or another. Right now I don't. But actually... Well, if I blast that out, then I lose the water. If I don't blast that out, then I run into... So if we have a bad tide, we'll rip that out and we'll blast it down. We'll do that quickly. I think that's the answer. I don't like that answer, but it is an answer. Do I need to take that down one more? I feel like I do want to look at that one more time. So that is... That is 1, 2, 3. Is that a 3? That is 3, right? Yeah, that's 3 deep. I think. Yeah, that's on the same level. Okay, all right, good. We don't need to take it down any deeper. So that is good to know. Now we can start blasting this stuff out. And that means we can start ripping out these stairs here. And then we can start... Go ahead. It's a triple there. We'll do the same all the way back. And then that will be Gucci. That's what we want to see. Do we rip this out now? No. Because I'm about to have... What? No, it's fine. If we get some water down in here, it will fill in, and then it'll just continue to flow this way, which is fine. That is acceptable. I think it's acceptable. I want to open this because I want this water to come in here as soon as possible. That will be beneficial. Everything over here is sitting at 6.6 days. I really, really need to rip all this out and put it into a better position so we're not dealing with this constant issue, because all of this water is just down in here, not doing anything other than filling this side in, which is good for this side. We have plenty of water for our beavers. We're just constantly in a cycle of fighting the mangrove trees here, so that's not exactly what we want to see. Oh, what we can do while we've got a second is actually toss in a floodgate right here. Give this an absolute max priority. Get that knocked out real quick, and we'll have to make sure that these are the same height. 0.6 between the two of them. Sweet. They should be able to reach that as well, so that'll be good. It's the end of the drought as we know it, and I feel fine. And I think the beavers feel fine as well. So that is good. That is brilliant. That is what we want to see. This is all going in nicely. All the explosives are going in nicely. So that is good. We do need to come down here and blast this out. This line out right here. I believe. Nope, that's not where that goes. That goes there, there. Get that right there and there, and then... do that, and then we just put a line of singletons right there. Brilliant! My evil plan is coming along nicely, and I love to see it. I love to see it. They're building dynamite from on top of that. Okay, that's not how any of this works, but hey, it works for the beavers, so that's all that matters in the end, I think. Sweet. Water is flowing. That is good to see. It is filling all of this in, so that is even better to see. Soon it'll start filling this in, and then all of this will get filled in, and this side should still be in a good position. I'm realizing that it can't actually reach that, so that's why the rest of Michigan's not been finalized yet. And there we go. There we go. I'm happy. I'm really happy with this. This is turning out much better than I thought it would. I know that there's some work in here that needs to be done, like a lot of work in here that needs to be done, but it is coming together nicely. So that is pretty exciting to me. Water is flowing. That means that this side is filling in. which is anticipated. This side should be nearing its quota? Question mark? Okay, we're almost there. We're not quite there, but we're almost there. Okay, that's a good thing. We like to see that. All right. Now, this side... Yeah, we're not going to have any water in this system right here, I don't think. That's going to be an issue. But we will have water in this side. And that's a good thing. Let's speed this up just a tad bit. Then I think we can go ahead and close this side now. Just let all the water flow around the long way. And that means this will fill in a little bit faster. That means this will fill up a little bit. So hopefully we get a drought. And I hate saying that. I hate saying hopefully we get a drought. But I think a drought would be better for us to work in than the bad tide. I don't want to play with the bad tide quite yet. It would not be cool. But if it is what it is, then it is what it is. And we'll accept that for what it is. A pain in the butt. Now, where did all my beavers run off to? Where'd all my builders go? Like, I haven't seen them putting anything in a minute. Are they bored? Are they putting something else in? Where'd they go? Come on, guys. I know it's the middle of the night, but I also need you guys to do some stuff. Hello? Okay, it is a drought, so that means we can keep working. That's a good thing. It kind of sucks that it's a min temperate cycle, but it's fine. What are they doing with all of that? Those are all haulers. That's fine. Those are all haulers. Where are all of our builders going? Need to pull this up to that 0.6. This should be filled soon. That's in. Okay, this side should start backing up, filling in. Go ahead and blast this out. Get some more water storage in this side, which will be very helpful. And this should open or start closing here soon. Should being the operative term here. You gonna stop? You gonna open or close, please? Please? Okay. We should be closing now. Any second now. There it goes. Okay, closed. Okay, now this side should start backing up. Come on. This side should be filled. This side should be doing the same thing. I haven't made any changes to any of the sluice gates, so this should, in theory, continue to backfill. Good. We've got 2 days to fill in the rest of our emergency reserves or emergency water reserves. So that will be beneficial. I swear half of my building beavers have all just disappeared. They just stopped doing the things. Where did they all go? Like, I had a cajillion of them running rampant, and we still have 278 beavers. We still have only one position going unfilled. I'm curious to see where they've all gone off to. Okay, we got a few builders there. I've prioritized this. Oh, they can't reach it. That's why. Duh. 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 There it goes. That should solve that issue. I am a goober. I should have known that. That's entirely on me. But doesn't explain this stuff not getting accomplished, but that's okay. That's all right. I'm not going to complain too much, you know. Everything's fine. Everything's all right. Great. And we got some wet builders now, you know. Everybody loves to have a good wet builder, you know. Okay. This side should be filling in nicely. It is. Apparently they can't reach that. So let's go ahead and rip. Oh, I don't need to do that. I can just path in like this. So this is where all the builders ran off to. They've been doing this back here, which I'm not upset by, because this is another one of the projects that I wanted to get accomplished, so I'm not too upset by that at all. But this is the priority project, and I completely foobarred it by not letting them know that they could, you know, walk this way and talk this way. It is what it is, though. Sweet. Sweet, 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 sweet. Now, just, I hope that it's not that bad of a drought. I hope. Because that would be stinky. But I think we've got plenty of water. That should not be an issue. Now that's what I'm going to tell myself to help me sleep at night. Okay. Good. So we got 0.9 days. The last half of a day is when the water starts slowing down, which is not good because we still have another tile and a half to fill in there and another tile to fill in there. We've got plenty of water in here, but that's not going anywhere anytime soon. Unless we pump it out somehow, which I'm not adverse to doing. I could have put floodgates right here, and that could have been the answer. A temporary answer, and just ripped that out. Maybe I should have done that. Maybe. That is a lesson for future me to think about and reflect on. Come on, one last little bit. Let's go ahead and give this a priority down here as well. Michigan's done though, so that's exciting. Clicking this button, Michigan's officially done. We just need to unpause this and get them in there to start putting that in. And the question is, have they put any in here? They did. They have started putting stuff into there. So when they couldn't do any of the priority stuff down here, they did come over here and start putting in some stuff in the bad water discharge. So that is helpful. That means when we start building our tower of power, then that will be quite helpful there in that regard. Okay, all the explosives are in, I believe. Pause it just to make sure. Okay, I don't know if I necessarily want to blast this right now, because then all of the water on the backside here is just going to get stuck in the backside and just flow into here, which is not the best. When this side dries out, which it will, I can blast that down. I don't think that'll be an issue. We can pump this out, get some water pumpers in here and pump that out while they are finishing this side and finishing this up for us in preparation for our next major quick build that we need to get done. Now, to prevent the water from flowing out this side when we rip this out and start blasting it down, we can do the floodgates. I think maybe that is a good answer. So let's try that out real quick. I wonder if I don't... Can I put floodgates in front of those? I can. Great. And I can place those on top of the impermeable floors. Good. Good. Then that means I can save some water. That is good to see. All right. Sweet. I love it. It's coming along. It's taking its time, but we're making good progress. And that's what matters, is progress. Our beavers are fine. Food-wise, water-wise, industry is okay. I haven't been focusing on industry like I want to be focusing on industry. Industry will get us to bots. Bots gets us to less injured beavers, which means things get built faster. Theoretically. That means I don't have to have beavers being hurt constantly in the mines, being hurt constantly in the food factories, and the centrifuges, and the smelters, and the dirt excavators, all the things. So maybe next episode we spend some time and rectify our industry issue and start getting bots moving. Or we finish this project up. I haven't decided yet. This project is moving along smoothly. We have gotten pretty lucky with 2 droughts in a row. That means we can actually work in this area, which is very, very helpful. Do want to get this in so that we can blast this down, tear this out, blast that out. Then we can start working on yeah, and then we can start working on putting in our tunnel. I think we're almost to that point where we can start putting in the tunnel. We do need to blast an additional line down, but we don't have to dig down or build stairs to get down there anymore. We just need to give them access on one side. So that will make things a little bit easier and hopefully go a little bit faster. I hope. Hope is not a good koa, so we're not going to play on that. But I have been yapping for way too long. I hope you guys did enjoy this episode as we continue to try to build our Badwater tunnel. This is ready for it to be blown. That's ready for it to be gone. We are about ready to start creating the rest of the diversion tunnel. So things are looking pretty good. I'm really, really excited about this. Like super, super excited about all of this. And I hope that you guys are too. All right, guys. I'm going to let you go. Have a fantastic day wherever you're in the world. Make sure you guys keep yourselves nice and thirsty, nice and hydrated as well. Keep your beavers nice and thirsty and hydrated as well. And we'll catch you all in the next episode of Timberborn Z, where we continue to play with dynamite and large explosions and all the fun things. But I'm out. See ya.